Lots of exciting things happening on my channel right now, but today is Friday, our little planning video, and as usual, I've planned out next week for you, where we're going to be talking about housekeeping, productivity, how to get things done, making some time for self-care, and all you have to do is listen in, get inspired. So if you're ready for that, I think that's a wee, let's dive in. Diane and Derek here. Well, I'm excited to get started today. Let's get into the planning. Though I have to say it's been a crazy week. For those of you who have been filming for years, you'll know that my goal was to get to 100,000 subscribers, and that happened yesterday. And anyway, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it next week. We'll do a video on that. But right now, I'm just trying to kind of breathe. And as usual, this is our Friday video where I have planned things for you. I've done all the groundwork, taken out the guesswork. So if you're ready just to listen in, I'm going to break it up into three. First of all, let's go for the running of the home, housekeeping. Next week, we are back in FlyLady Zone 5. Which is the living room, the den, family room, and that is where we're putting our energy for our detailed cleaning and detailed decluttering. Now, if you haven't done the FlyLady system with me before, if you haven't had a system for your cleaning, what I always suggest is before you get into that kind of detailed stuff, just do your weekly upkeep clean, which is a 1 hour clean of the high traffic areas of your house. I've got a wee graphic for it there. I've also got playlists where you can see me doing my weekly clean if you like the kind of body doubling things. And then when you're ready to move on to the next level, and if you're ready to level up your housekeeping, then you can do, I always suggest, where's my timer, doing like 15 minutes at the beginning of the week in that area. And I'll put up a wee list, and we're not ticking off all of those things. Just see, okay, what needs done most in that room. See if you can work for 15 minutes. Again, I've got videos where I declutter and clean along with you. And then if you can get a few minutes the rest of the week, that's great. If you don't, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're just moving forward all the time. And on that note, moving forward, getting into actually getting things done next week. Have you done a brain dump? Have you put things in your diary? Let me just grab mine. I love the name. My diary is a Danish one, and it says "Fodig gjort," which means get it done. Let's get things done. And as I mentioned last week, the FlyLady, we have this kind of thing of a kind of weekly plan for all the kind of life admin that you need to get done, running errands, anti-procrastination for things that you've been putting off. Again, I will put a link there, and if you want a full rundown into the FlyLady system, which is hands down the best housekeeping system and system for getting your life organised. I did a big deep dive of it. It's about 40 minutes, but it explains how even like just doing parts of the system, you're really going to see big changes, and how that has changed for me over the years. That's what I'm hoping to teach you and inspire you, just to do a few minutes here and there, see what works for you, see what doesn't work for you. Anyway, again, I will link to that video. And then the major thing that I'm always banging on about is if you are feeling tired and overwhelmed, that's probably how you find my videos. You're like, oh, I want to get organised, I want to simplify in 2025. And I hope you're seeing that. I'm putting out 3 videos a week in the month of January, and we've talked about stopping having that, wasting your evenings. If you wanted to try an evening routine, or if you've got stressful mornings, how a little minimalist morning routine can really change that for you. So make sure you're subscribed, get notifications. Getting your self-care in daily, and it's small things for self-care. And as usual, I'm going to give you a list of 4 things that you can do this week. They're kind of FlyLady related to Zone 5, the living room, but just do whatever you want. And I had you know, I do one-on-one coaching. You can book a coaching session with me. And just yesterday, one of my clients was in New Zealand on the South Island, and it was early morning for me here in Copenhagen, and the sun was just coming up, and she showed me out her window sunset in New Zealand across the bay, and beautiful. And it's just taking a moment to enjoy those things. And another client, coaching client, she was Italian, and she was in Switzerland at Montreux, and she showed me the view from her window, and it was also beautiful, though it was raining, just like it was here in Denmark yesterday. And I had my cup, you know, we were chatting about her routines and giving her some inspiration. And she showed me a cup that had been her mother's. Her mother also passed last year, and it was the most beautiful cup, and she said she was really enjoying using that. And that it's as simple as that. And I had to write down the name for any of you who are into kind of China. My one is Peep Studio, which I think is Dutch. Her one obviously was a vintage cup, and it was from Florence, Firenze, and the name was Richard Ginori, so Riccardo Ginori. And it was beautiful. It had this little Art Deco handle. So anyway, but I will give you four ideas. Let me know in a comment 1, 2, 3, or 4 which one you would like to do, or all 4 of them. Let me just get my specs on. Right, eyes down for Full House. Okay, number 1 is to try a different game this week. Now, if you have got kids, maybe you want to drag out a board game that I haven't played for a while. We used to love playing Rummy Cub. We always play Rummy Cub. We take it with us on holiday. Hubby and I, we do Wordle. We play Wordle every day together. There's also Connections is available also in the New York Times thing. You know, Sudoku, maybe you've got a crossword in your local magazine or newspaper. So just do a different little game. And if it's a crossword or a Sudoku, you don't need to finish it. It's just that you know, taking away from whatever is going on. Right, number 2 is to kind of spruce up your space with either a plant or a flower. You know me, I love my fake flowers. I'm going to change mine around in the living room. And remember, you don't need to go out buying new plants or stuff. I always like to shop my house. You know, maybe you've got something in another room. I do that quite often, where I move throw pillows or blankets or candles or my fake flowers, fake plants. Just kind of move them around. Just give you a little fresh feeling. Number 3 is to make yourself a little cozy nook, like in your living room. You know, I've got my chair and I've got my pamper basket. If you want a video on that, I've got a great video, 5 minutes, putting together a little cozy nook for yourself, a little pamper basket for you. The kids can make their own one. And number 4 is to meet up with a friend, have a cup of coffee. If you can't do it physically, online, my friend Erica from America, she often messages with a friend somewhere else, and they have a cocktail or a mocktail online. So just reach out to a friend, send a text. If you can meet up for a wee walk around the block, take a thermos of coffee with you, even better. Oh, and I also promised you a little update about books and TV, what I'm reading, what I'm watching. Okay, so the Richard Osman, his new series, I got that one from the library. And while I love the Thursday Murder Club books, love those, the new one that he's got, let me just get the name because I've already handed back the book to the library. I get all my books from the library. I never buy books. Richard Osman, We Solve Murders. It was good, but it wasn't the same for me as the Thursday Murder Club books. And other ones that I really enjoyed the last couple of weeks, and both of them are audiobooks. I love audiobooks when I'm doing my cleaning or doing my decluttering. Murder on a Cornish Isle by Joe Silva. There's quite a lot of bad language in it, so you know you can do your research, those things. And the other one that I'm listening to at the moment, should be finished that today, is Every Time I Go on Vacation Someone Dies by Catherine Mack. And I love the kind of cozy crime stuff. And some other ones that I listened to around Christmas time, December, was Agatha Christie, written by Sophie Hannah, Hercule Poirot's Silent Night. Really enjoyed that one. Tasha Alexander, have you heard of her? She does the kind of historical cozy crimes with Lady Emily? Yeah, Lady Emily mystery. Death by Misadventure, I enjoyed that one too. And Donna Andrews, Rockin' Around the Chickadee. A Meg Langslow Christmas mystery. All three of those I really enjoyed. And I've noticed that my mum died last year. I was looking after in her final days. I've made a video about that, and it was really, I was really glad to have those final days with her, but it was quite, it was quite traumatic, and I'm still working through the grief, and I've found that my attention span really at the moment, I love listening to things. I can't concentrate so much on written words. So maybe that would be something for you. If you find it difficult to concentrate on reading, use the audiobooks or podcasts. And if you like audiobooks and podcasts, I've got a wee bit of news for you. Get Organised HQ. Remember the big summit that I do? I did it this year and last year. The biggest organising summit online. They have now started a podcast, and I am the inaugural guest. I was going to say best. Inaugural guest, talking about everything under the sun. We recorded it a few weeks back. Fun listening. Anyway, I am going to get on with my day because, woohoo, I'm going out later to get my hair cut. I told you in my minimalist wardrobe video on Wednesday that I'm going for a new hairstyle this year. So I'm excited about that. Hope you have a brilliant weekend. I shall see you next week to talk about the 100,000 subscribers. Thank you to everybody who has helped me to get my goal. And next week, we're really going to have to talk about Danish breakfast chocolate, because I showed that in the video. And I have so many questions saying, what is this Danish breakfast chocolate? Anyway, all will be revealed. So anyway, all I've got left to say is live long and prosper. May the Danish Hygge be with you. And I shall see you very soon with a ra, ra, ra. Okay, bye for now.